These are the 10 stages of quitting VR. So first of all is the first stage, longer breaks. Okay, it starts small. You take longer breaks between sessions like every other day, and then it goes from like one day to the next to every other day to like once a week, then like once a month. And you're telling yourself like you're just taking a break, like you're just a little bit tired. But honestly, this is the first sign of it like you drifting away from VR. And people don't necessarily realize this is the first sign. Like they don't know it's there till it happens. Okay, and then that leads us to the next stage. Stage 2 is the first quit. One day you just stop playing. Okay, you put the headset down for the last time and you don't even know it. There are no headset, no games, no VR for a while, and like you're still watching YouTube videos here and there about VR, but like you don't really call it quitting. You tell yourself that you'll come back when you feel like it, but then to be honest, you never really feel like it. It just doesn't really show up, and and it's like you want to force yourself to have that feeling, but it's just not coming. Next we have stage 3. This is the tomorrow cycle. You want to play VR, but you keep pushing it off. Like after I eat, and then after you eat, it's like after I rest, and then after that, it's like, you know what, I'll just play tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, and you're like, no, I'm gonna do my homework, and then you just keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. The VR that you once loved, the one that you used to get on, play Gorilla Tag, play Pavlov, play Echo VR. Rest in peace. Can we get an RIP in the chat for that amazing game? All these games you used to get on and play, you're excited to put the headset on. It's just like it's not even appealing to you, and it's just the cycle continues until weeks pass, and the headset hasn't moved from its location. It's collecting dust, and it really misses you, bro. The headset for real misses you. You're out here neglecting it. Why are you doing this? Next is stage 4. This is when you come to accept the fact that you just don't enjoy it, and it's because you're burnt out. You realize the truth of why you haven't been playing VR, okay? And you're just burnt out. Like that excitement that you used to have, the rush when you used to wake up and be excited to play VR and experience all that there is with VR, it's just not there anymore. And it's okay, bro. Everyone gets burnt out. Just because you're burnt out from something doesn't mean you're done with it, okay? You recognize that, look, bro, I'm just burnt out. All I need is a little break. And after a little break, then you're going to be able to come back to VR and enjoy it like you once were able to. So after that realization, you move on to the next stage after that realization, and that's stage 5, the half comebacks. Okay, you try to come back to VR. You're like, you know what, I'm never abandoning what I love. You put the VR headset back on and you try playing a game, and honestly you might have some fun because it's been a little while, but there's one issue. You're playing these games, but it just doesn't stick. It's not the same as it used to be. The fun and everything, like, yes, this game is fun in the moment, but then once you're off, bro. Which brings us to the next stage. Once you realize that you're not enjoying it, you start to force yourself. Stage 6. You start forcing yourself to play every day, every other day. However, you just start to force yourself to play more, hoping that the magic and the excitement, everything is going to come back just how it was when you first unboxed the headset and got that new headset smell. But instead, you have the headset on with no motivation. You don't even want it on your head, as a matter of fact. You're probably confused as to why you're even playing VR in the first place. Like, at this point, you're just questioning, why am I not enjoying this anymore? Which brings us to stage 7, drifting away again. Since clearly forcing it doesn't work, you put on the headset and you just want to take it off. You're like, you know what? I'm done. You don't even fight it. At this time, it feels final. You're ready to let it go. You reflect on all the times that we had, all the YouTube videos, all the trends, how VR was when it first came out, all the times you used to play with your friends, and you give up. You realize, you know what? Maybe you're not that same person you were when you first got the headset, and it's okay. You don't fight it. And then you decide, I'm gonna do this and give it one last dance, which brings us to stage 8, the last game. You play what becomes your last ever VR session. You log off or you get on, enjoying the sights for one last time, taking it all in because you know that, this is it. You look around, you do everything, you go through what you can, and you log off, and that's the silent goodbye. Stage 9, the hiatus. Days turn into weeks, turn into months, and if you're unlucky, it could turn into even years. Then people start to ask, what happened to Spider-Man? VR feels like a thing of the past, where you think of it as a phase. It's what it used to be. It used to be great, but it's just not for you anymore. Maybe you go back to your flat screen games, your console, your PC, whatever it may be. Ooh, that rhymes. And you just don't even know. You're done. You're no longer that same person who attached your identity to VR and everything VR related. You're done. It's over. That chapter, that book is closed, but it was a really good book. It was a damn good book. Now, finally, we have the stage 10, the sudden comeback. After the hiatus, you pick the suit back up, you put it back on, you put on the mask, and you realize, I miss VR. You're no longer burnt out. You just want to play again. All of a sudden, all the excitement is back. All of it. You get back on a game, you enjoy it, you have fun. You're literally playing for hours every single day, and it's like you never left. You're looking back at revisiting old worlds, old games, like, I remember this, and you are just having a blast. And just like that, the magic is back, and you're back to where you started. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know.